Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Students, today we're gonna learn to convert symptoms into MDPs, management decision problems, and then we will learn to convert management decision problem into marketing research questions. So basically this is a kind of action-oriented research. So today we are learning action-oriented research. So firstly we will try to find symptoms, and then we will convert those symptoms into MDPs, management decision problems, and then into marketing research questions. Let's take the case of University of Saiwal. Let's take this issue. So we are investigating students' problems at the University of Saiwal. Say Vice Chancellor wants to develop the university, or in order to develop or in order to facilitate the students, Vice Chancellor wants to know their problems so that the action may be taken accordingly. So say we want to know students' problems or issues. In order to know students' problems and issues, so what should we do? So we need to interact with some students so that we could know their problems, issues, symptoms, and so that based on that we can conclude that okay, these are some issues or major problems, so that further research could be conducted with a large number of students. So say let's talk to students of, say, business administration, say BBA, and talk to them that what kind of problems you face in the university. So they might tell you that, okay, like there might be like poor parking facility. So this could be one symptom. So when we talk to the students, they say, okay, like poor parking facility. They may say like poor cleanliness, or no air condition. Classrooms. Poor quality of food at cafeteria. No multimedia projectors. Okay, see, we talked to a few students and they mentioned the list of these issues. They highlighted these issues. So let's talk to first group, a group of 10 to 15, 10 to 12 individuals. Try to know their problems. Then again conduct an interview with another 10 to 12 students from different class or from different department. So then try to know the reasons, and say you conduct a second focus group with another 10 to 15 students, and they say, okay, they highlight some of the previously recorded symptoms, And they may mention that um, no access to library. So they told first 4 symptoms, and then they told that we do not have access to library. So it means they told another reason. So similarly, conduct another focus group, third focus group, and then try to know the reasons. So you will keep conducting focus groups until and unless you are not finding, until unless you are finding new reasons. If you say that, people are highlighting the reasons which has already been recorded, so then there is no need to conduct further focus groups. So then you need to stop conducting focus groups. So you will keep conducting focus groups until and unless you are finding new reasons. So these are the list of symptoms that you found after conducting the focus group. So whenever we are conducting research, so firstly we need to know what is our problem, what we want to know, and then you need to find the relevant person, that who are the most relevant person who will be able to highlight the problems and symptoms. So for example, we were investigating the students' problem at the University of Saiwal. It means the most relevant individuals are students, and the students who are studying in the University of Saiwal in different departments. So it means they are the most relevant individuals. So we need to talk to the students enrolled in the University of Saiwal. So when we talk to them, so we find these symptoms. Now the next job is, so we found it means these are some symptoms that are highlighted. And now the next step that we need to convert these symptoms into MDPs. So let's create a table so that we could understand it. So I'm going to create a table. Okay, so here I'm writing symptoms, then MDPs, management decision problems, and then MRQs. So you can create a table. Okay, so these are the symptoms. So I'm writing the first symptom, that poor parking facility. So that's the first symptom that we noted. Now MDPs will be written from the management perspective, from university perspective, because we are investigating the problems of students to facilitate the management, and management is university management. So we are finding solutions. We are conducting research to facilitate the management. So it means we are conducting research to facilitate the management of the university. Now the issue of parking facility has been highlighted. It means there could be need to improve parking facility, because some students mentioned that there we have poor parking facility. There is parking facility, but it's a poor. It means they are pointing out that there is a need for improvement. There is a need to improve the parking facility. So we will write the decision from management perspective that should University of Saiwal improve its parking facility. Okay. So now we have written from the university perspective, based on this, the first symptom, poor parking facility, that should the University of Saiwal improve its parking facility. It means this decision can be taken based on the opinion of majority of the students studying in this University of Saiwal. So it's mean in order to make this decision, we need to know the students' satisfaction level with the existing parking facility at the University of Saiwal. It means if we know students' satisfaction level with the existing facility of University of Saiwal, so if we have this information, if most of the students are saying that we are already satisfied with the parking facility, it means then university say that there is no need to improve the parking facility. But if most of the students say that we are not satisfied with the parking facility, it means university need to improve its parking facility. So so based on the first symptoms, we wrote MDP that should the University of Saiwal improve its parking facility. And then MRQ was that we will try to know student satisfaction level with the existing parking facility. It means that's the information that we will search from the students of University of Saiwal. So let's take the second symptom, that is poor cleanliness. It's mean again we will write that should University of Saiwal improve its sanitary services. So it's been based on the poor cleanliness, based on this symptom. Second symptom, we wrote that should the University of Saiwal improve its sanitary services. Again, in order to make this decision, we need to know student satisfaction. Student satisfaction level with what? With sanitary services. Services at the University of Saiwal. It's mean if we know student satisfaction level with the sanitary services at the University of Saiwal, and if most of the students say that, oh yes, we are satisfied with the sanitary services, so then it means university is not required to improve its sanitary services. It means all the existing services are okay. But if students express dissatisfaction with their sanitary services, so it means then university have to improve it. Then say poor quality of say food at cafeteria. Again, based on these symptoms, we will write MDP from university perspective, and that's gonna be should the University of Saiwal improve food quality at cafeteria in the University of Saiwal. So we need to write a second MDP. Should the University of Saiwal improve its food quality at the cafeteria? At the cafeteria. So it means again, in order to make this decision, what we need to do, we will try to know again students satisfaction level with the food quality at the University of Saiwal. So we will know student satisfaction level with the food quality. If most of the students say that we are satisfied, then it means there is no need to improve the food quality. Existing quality of food is absolutely fine. But if students express their dissatisfaction with the food quality, so it means that university need to take measures to improve the food quality. No multimedia projectors. So students point out that this is the symptoms. So should University of Saival install multimedia projectors at the University of Saival? And then, in order to make this decision, students demand, public need for multimedia projectors at the University of Saival. It means we will try to know students' demand and needs for multimedia projectors at the University of Saival. So if we had this need, if most of the students express, if we collect the data from most of the students, and then we find that most of the students are demanding and have need for multimedia projectors, so then it means university have to seriously think and install multimedia projectors in their classrooms. We have, say, student claim that we do not have access to library. Should the University of Saival provide access to the library at the University of Saival? And then again, we will write students' demand and need for library books at the University of Saival. So it means we will try to know students' need and demand for library books. If most of the students demand that, okay, yes, we need library books and services, although it's a basic facility, we need to ensure it. But anyhow, if because we are just so although it's a basic facility, but still we are just incorporated this symptom just for the sake of this session only. So if students say that we do not have access to library, so then we need to have MDPs, like should the University of Saival provide access to the library at University of Saival. To know then, in order to make this decision, we need to know students' demand and need for library books at the University of Saival. If most of the students say that yes, we are in need of books, it means students need access to the library so that they can borrow the books. So I hope that you have understood that to convert symptoms into MDPs and then MRQs. Now let me make it clear that MDPs are written, management decision problems are written from the context of management. So you can see that, and secondly, it is action oriented. For example, should the University of Saival improve its parking facility? So it will improve parking facility was an action, and this action was written from the management perspective. That was University of Saival. So should the University of Saival improve its sanitary services? Again, action, and it was written from University of Saival. Should the University of Saival improve food quality? Again, it's an action, and it was written from University of Saival perspective. Should University of Saival install multimedia projector? Again, it's action. So it's been MDPs are action oriented, and MRQs, they are information oriented, and they are written from the researcher perspective. To know student satisfaction, it means who will know? Researcher will know, and what he will know? Student satisfaction level with the existing parking facility. It means they are highlighting the information that they will collect from the students. And the information going to be regarding student satisfaction level. Secondly, in the second research question, to know student satisfaction level with the sanitary services. Again, information. And what are the information that we will be searching from the students? Satisfaction level with the sanitary services. And who will know? Researcher will know. So it's mean MRQs are written from a researcher perspective, and MDPs, management decision problems, are written from the perspective of management. And MDPs are actually action oriented, while MRQs are information oriented. Again, I'm writing in the last column so that it should be easy for us. So it's in management perspective, and MRQs are researcher perspective. And it is action oriented. MDP is action oriented and MRQ is information oriented. So I think now you have got an orientation to convert symptoms and to convert symptoms into MDPs, management decision problems, and then to convert management decision problem into marketing research questions. Again, how we can know the symptoms, and symptoms can be known by conducting interviews with the relevant persons. Fine. Thank you very much. Take care.